What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today I want to talk about an affordable knife. It's a little bit older. It's been out for a little while, but you can still find it. I actually found it on Amazon, as well as some other knife retailer distributors and whatnot. But I'll put an Amazon link down below. It's an affiliate link. You don't get charged any. You all know how the affiliate links work, right? You pay the same amount. It somehow kicks back some percentage to me. Although I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever gotten paid out by Amazon because nobody uses my Amazon links. So, but hey, go check out the Amazon link before you go buy something really expensive. Because if you go through my link to go buy your super expensive thing, I guess I get credit for that also. I don't know how it works. Whatever. I signed up a year ago and it's really not done much for me, but whatever. Let's move on to this Kansept knife, Helix. Now, Kansept has a cool kind of packaging. It slides together. Kind of cool. Doesn't slide super well. But here is the actual part number of this particular one I'm going to talk about. And it gives you some information that we're also going to talk about. And then I'm going to set the box off to the side. This came from Tie Addiction. Link down below to his channel. It's actually a pretty cool knife. I'm not going to lie. It's like $60 on Amazon right now. You know I love my affordable knife, the Kubi. If you like a bigger knife in that affordable range, this might be the one. And I don't want to be all like Mr. Hype Man or anything like that because I'm not that guy. I'm just genuinely telling you, there's a lot of things I like about this knife. A lot of things I love about this knife. But if you want something a little bit bigger and beefier, still in that $50, $60 range, this might be the one for you. So let's talk about it. It has a really nice stonewashed finish on this thing. If it will focus, there we go. Now they call it a drop point, but I kind of want to call it a modified Tanto because right about here, you can see there is a distinctive change in the blade shape. So to me, that really kind of talks about it being a Tanto, but it's the same hollow, flat grind all the way across. A lot of times on the Tanto, you have a flat grind on the front and a hollow grind in the back. So we're going to go with a drop point, but just be aware that there is a bit of a transition there, which to me kind of talks Tanto. Little bit of branding on the blade. It's got the actual model number and the blade steel on that side. It is an anodized gray stainless steel frame with the blue G10 overlays. Comes in different colors. They actually have one with the brass overlays, which if you saw my brass Hellraiser video the other day, I don't like brass. It's too heavy. It smells funny. It's, yeah, not my thing. But they do have that option if that is your thing. They've got the model here and Milliken, I think that's how you pronounce it, Mikkel Wilhelmsen design. Famous maker over in Sweden, I think it is. Steel pocket clip with, you know, not the... They could have done the clip better. But again, for 50, 60 bucks, you know, I'm going to let it go. And it actually works really well in the pocket. It seems like it should be light retention, but it actually works really, really well. They call it a frame lock. Some would call it a liner lock, but there are no liners. So the frame has these overlays on it. So I guess we'll call it a frame lock. It has a very generous front choil for choking up on. It feels great. And it feels really good in the hand this way also. The jimping is pretty aggressive, but not painful, but it's certainly going to grip. And if you had gloves on, it's going to work fantastic for you there. I believe it runs on bearings. I could not confirm that, but Kansept generally does run on bearings. And it is super smooth and not guillotine drop shut, but one little shake and you're down. So the specs on this is 5 1/4 inches, 8 7/8 overall, 3.6 inch blade, 3.66 inch actually, same cutting edge. It's 0.017 behind the edge because I know that's important to a few folks. Me, you know, whatever. Blade steel is D2, as I mentioned. Blade thickness is 1.137. Overall thickness 0.493. Weighs in at 5.6 ounces. So a little bit more than a D-cell battery. Okay. Since we're talking about a 3.66 inch blade, say that 3 times fast, we got to pull out the VC Edge interface, which also has a 3.66 inch blade, comes in at 1.5 ounces. The handle's a little bit smaller. That's why you got the little bit of ratio here. If I line up the pivots, you can see the blade is the same from the pivots forward. It's all in what you want to carry. Do I think that this is a stronger, hard-use knife? Maybe. Again, what does hard use mean? I don't think I've never done a video on that. I've never tried to really research that. I know that when I've talked to friends at events and things like that, they can't really describe hard use. This is certainly on bearings. And it certainly feels more like a toy, if you will, compared to this. This feels like, yeah, I want to go stab the freaking hood of the car or the door of the car. That's what this feels like. This one certainly don't feel like I want to go stab the car door. I feel as though with these interfaces, I could do any cutting task that I've ever done in my life with those and not have a problem with it. Okay. But I mean, for $60, I kind of want one of these, I think. I don't know. I say that sometimes, but I would get 0 pocket time. Maybe I've become a knife snob because there's certain things I like to carry and other things I don't. I don't really carry this much anymore, even though I absolutely love it. This is great for if I'm going somewhere where it might get confiscated. The Kubi would be a great choice. This would also be a great choice if you're going into something like that because it's, you know, $50, $60. If it gets stolen, or not stolen, but if it gets confiscated, if you have to leave it in a bush outside of an event because you've got to go through some sort of screening and it's not there when you get back, If I did that with the custom Hellraiser at several $1,000s, I wouldn't do that. I would do that with this or this. So, I don't know. I think you get my point, right? I think it's a cool knife. I'm kind of surprised I hadn't gotten one in to look at previously. And like I said, they have different colors, different options, and things like that. So, I do have a Kansept playlist, I believe, and if I do, I will link it right over here, so please go check that out. And if you're interested in this or anything off of Amazon, please go check out my link below.